and a screenwriter, and we had 2 feature films that we were planning on. Basically, we had in production. We were gearing up, ready to start rolling cameras, and one of them got shut down pretty quickly when COVID hit. A human trafficking movie we tried to get up and running for a while. Another movie we had up and running, ready to go, got shut down, and I was kind of getting depressed a little bit. We had all these projects ready to go, and I called my dad one day to say, "Hey, I have this idea for a TV series, a comedy, which is kind of outside of our realm. We typically do action movies." And I pitched it to him, and I said, "What do you think?" And he said, "I love the idea. Let's write the pilot and kind of see what happens with it." So we co-wrote the pilot, and we loved it. We loved the characters we came up with. I guess I kind of typecast myself. I'm a big weightlifter. I've been lifting for over 20 years, heavy. So I kind of typecast myself a little bit there. But we loved how it turned out, and we started kind of developing the characters from there, and it ended up turning into a 10 episode series, and we ended up pitching it in March to indie rights in LA. They love the idea, so they came on board, and they're our distributor and sales representative. So really excited to work with them. And from an acting standpoint, it was really fun to bring my character Michael Hill to life. As a father of 3 daughters myself, it was fun to kind of be on the other side of not knowing what to do. Not saying that I know what to do all the time, but playing this character that has no clue at all was fun to explore. Luckily, in real life, I had my wife to help out, but if I was by myself, that's probably what would happen, what you see in this TV show. So it was a lot of fun to explore.
So a little bit of real life in there, a little bit of real David in there. I get it. Well, from a production perspective, and obviously you were there for pre-production, production, post-production, I'm sure you wore a lot of hats. Did you learn anything from this? I mean, imagine every production is a little bit of film school. What lessons are you taking from this one?
Making a TV series was I guess the best way to say it was a beast. It was a massive undertaking. Most of our series our episodes fall in the range of like 20 to 25 minutes, give or take. And, you're looking at, we filmed 2 months straight, 6 days a week. So by the time we're done, essentially we filmed 2 feature films, and it was a lot of work. Luckily we had an awesome cast and crew. Everybody was on board and loved the concept and loved the series, the ideas we had behind it. And I guess the comedic element, everybody's on board for that. But it was a massive undertaking, and you're always going to hit roadblocks anytime you're engaging in a massive project like this. And when we hit our roadblocks, we put our heads together and said, "Hey, we're going to overcome this," and we did. We just kept pushing forward, and luckily we were able to piece together a really good TV show, and we're really excited to share this with the world. And like I said, I can't be more proud than I am of the cast and crew that was involved in this, from the very beginning stages to the very end. In the production, post-production, all of it just came together smoothly, and I'm just really proud of the product.
Well, this stuff, it looks good, man. I mean, you make the judges look good. I mean, I know you're bringing a crowd, but your crowd's going to see a crowd, and they're going to see people impressed, and they're going to get that, like I said, that out-of-body experience, that chance to just see like everyone absorb it for the first time. It's going to be exciting times. I know a lot of work went into that. And, I have a 2-part question, and it's about the future. And one is, because you've done a series here, what is the future of the series? And then the part B is just kind of, what is the future for you? Which could be anything. It could be, the series may be the answer, but let's talk about the future and where this is going, because you're obviously off to a great start.
Thanks. I appreciate it. We're gearing up to film a season 2. So my dad and I have been brainstorming ideas for season 2. We have a lot of ideas. We pretty much have it mapped out. So we just have to sit down and kind of write all the episodes for it. But that's what we're looking towards next, is to keep this rolling. I think we have something really good on our hands. And I know our cast and crew are really, really excited to keep this moving forward as well. We had a lot of filming it. The actors had a great time kind of getting into character, and I directed these episodes as well. And it was,
wow.
One thing as a director that I found I guess, awesome to watch was, when you film the pilot episode, everybody's trying to get into character, right? They're trying to figure out how they're going to portray these characters, how they're going to bring them to life, how they want to make them true to themselves as actors. And, watching this evolve over the course of 2 months and watching the actors kind of bring their own like essence to their characters, and bring them to life, it was inspiring. And everybody just brought their A game, and everybody, when it came to set, had ideas about, where this character should go. And, we were always open ears and said, hey, this is what's going to make this show great, is if, as actors, that's your job, bring that and, make it your own. And they all did that. So we want to keep this rolling and, make sure these, the actors that we had in this can keep these characters alive. So that's our next step. I mentioned before, we have 2 feature films that we have had in development for a while. One of them is called Serpentine. It's a human sex trafficking movie. We have talent attached: Raymond Cruz from Breaking Bad, Jamie Gomez, Steven Huzar. He's been in a lot of Hallmark movies. So we have a really good cast and crew attached to it. But when COVID hit, it just kind of, like a lot of other people, it shut us down. So we're going to try to get that up rolling again. And I have another screenplay I'm really excited about called Strawberry Hill. And it's loosely based on a serial killer who was here in Kansas City. And it's about a biker gang, and the serial killer is kind of immersed in this gang. And it's an action thriller. And we have the cast attached, everybody attached to it. It's ready to go. So we'll kind of see what happens with Daddy's Divas. We have these other 2 feature action movies ready to roll out too, as soon as we're ready.
Man, that's great. You're busy.
Yes.
You're very busy.
Yes.
And I see you got range, go from the comedy to the human trafficking. It's a lot,
Yeah. I have an MFA in screenwriting from Queen's University in Charlotte. And it's a passion of mine. For me, I guess it's kind of cathartic. Just being able to sit down and immerse myself in ideas. I always have ideas going in my head constantly. Throughout the day, I'll have an idea hit me. And for me, it's, being able to sit down and put that to life is, it's awesome. So,
wow. Good stuff, my man. Well, hey, I appreciate you joining me. Is there anything else you want to add before we go?
I just want to thank, everybody down in Austin, the festival, the judges for, accepting Daddy's Divas. Like I said, we're all very excited to be a part of this festival. You have a great thing going here, and let's keep the comedy alive. Particularly right now, there's just so much going on in the world constantly. And the more comedy that comes out there, I think the better off we'll all be. And I thank you for promoting, the comic films that are coming out, and, being a voice for that. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's a lot of, I appreciate the kind words, and it's work, but it's not work. It's fun. This is fun. And Austin Comedy is something we started way back in 2015, and we've been screening multiple times a year. And I just feel like we give great opportunities to people who, you go to some festivals, man, everything's so serious, and we have film festivals like that too, but there's just something about comedy that just, kind of lightens up the room. And like I said, attracts outsiders. And Austin Comedy has been great over the years. And we're just excited every time we turn around, man. We got new stuff like yours just rolling in. So,
in a world full of not so fun things here, particularly in the past, 2 or 3 years, I think the more comedy, the better, just being able to allowing people the opportunity to sit down and watch something they can zone out and just laugh and kind of forget about life for a little while. I think that's a good thing.
For sure. All right, my friend, I appreciate you. Appreciate your time. And I will hopefully get a chance to see you and your team at the event.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.